And what about the Paul McBrayer family? That's another group that's widely known and around Eastern. Say a little bit about that.
Well, there's an annual, usually July, and I think this year is coming out. I've forgotten the date. It's June. I believe that they have an annual get-together at Arlington and so forth. That a lot of the players have come back and so forth. And I've attended every one of those since we started that.
And there's a lot of memories shared about Coach McBrayer and some of those years that he coached.
Yes, and so a lot of the players are good. Basically, with my classes, they're like Jack Upchurch and Bruce Springate. Those people were at school when I was here too, and they were players, of course. And I know them very well, and others I've got to know too.
And tell us how you all got involved in the Alumni Association and its activities. Is that from the very beginning, or was that more recently?
Well, it's been a number of years, but we were just both have a great love for Eastern. And we attended alumni weekends and homecomings and all of the alumni functions on campus. And actually, Larry Bailey is the one who got me more involved, because he invited me to be a member of the council. And so I was a member of council for a number of years. And then Larry asked me if I would serve as president. And then Larry retired before my term came up. And during the first year that during the year that I was alumni president, we had to get an alumni director. And of course, we did a lot of searching and found Skip, which was a delight, and enjoyed working with him. And we've just met so many friends and have stayed involved with it because it's just actually just part of our lives. And then, as I said, we did not have a chapter in our area. We had one, and it had kind of fizzled out. So we decided to start a new chapter because we have a lot of grads in the Franklin-Anderson County area. And we started, along with, I think there were 7 of us on the steering committee, started a chapter. And it is one of the most active chapters still.
And pick up from there, Paul. What does that
That's
chapter?
When I started, really, I guess, with Alumni Association when we did form that group. And I'm going to leave some names out here, I guess. It started that Eva and myself and Sandy Goodlett, who was a previous alumni president too, and Jim Harville, and I may be leaving somebody else. That's the one that's off the top of my head that started this capital area chapter of alumni.
Dave Brewer, Karen Allen, Kelly Crossfield.
Yeah, thank you.
Daryl Baker, has he been involved, and his wife?
Jean? Yes.
Yeah, because they were involved in some fundraising activity a few years ago.
Yes, they have.
I think I told you I taught their daughter. How has all of this alumni activity affected your relationship to the university? Do you feel like you know more about what's going on at Eastern or not?
I definitely do, and I try to keep up with everything that's going on. Of course, I've known Doug Whitlock for 35 years, I guess. That is an excellent. There was an excellent promotion when they or appointment when he became president, I think.
And I want to come back to that. And Eva, can you say any more about how this has helped your relationship to the university and appreciate it more, maybe?
Yes, because you get to know some of the inner workings which you did not know, and how much work is really entailed in putting on all the events that Eastern puts on. Whereas you just came and enjoyed them, you didn't see all the work being done in the kitchen and all the cooking going on and all of that. Yeah. And being involved in it, you see the background work is tremendous. And our Alumni Association does a tremendous, the officers, the leaders in it, do a tremendous job in organizing all these events. And you get to know a lot of people, and so that you really learn to appreciate all they do more so than just standing on the outside.
Last question, and this is rehashing some things we've already talked about, but and before I ask it, Eva, this was your 50th anniversary
Yes,
year.
I am now a pioneer.
And what does that mean, just for those folks that don't know?
Well, it means you graduated 50 years ago, and it's just an exciting time to think that you have spent 50 years of your life promoting Eastern, really, and loving Eastern, and the camaraderie that you have made over the years with the different people. And then just having the big ceremony. It's a wonderful program that they do, and honor you, and the pin. I should have worn the pin today. And the certificate that you get. It's almost like graduating again.
And Paul, your time comes next year, about
Next
this
year,
time?
yes, I'll be in 1960, so it's next year in 2010.
And I would dare say those 50 years went by pretty fast.
Very fast.
Too fast.
And you don't feel old, though. That's
Of course not.
the question I wanted to ask you, both of you, if you can just think of anything else to add. What has EKU meant to you over the last 50 years, career-wise, friendship-wise, whatever else you can think of, Paul?
Well, friendship-wise is, I guess, the main thing, because I have gotten to know a lot of people that have gone to Eastern, all the professors at Eastern and that sort of thing. So I think that's the main thing I would think of.
Just a lot of good people here, aren't there? I mean, that's just...
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not only professors, but students and
Right.
staff, folks that work in the dormitories. I mean, they're just everywhere. Anything that you can add to that?
Well, it prepared me for what I wanted to do in life, and gave me the best preparation that I could have, the best background. And then
And you had a wonderful career.
Yes, and I loved every day that I taught. I always said the day that I didn't enjoy it was the day I walked out of the classroom.
Wow.
And I walked out of the classroom still enjoying it, but I had a granddaughter that I didn't want to go to a babysitter's. But the friends that we have made over the years and all over the United States, that's the most precious thing. And when you see them and you get to renew old times. We were in Alaska a few years ago, and I had on an Eastern sweatshirt, and someone yelled, "Go Big E," across the street.
In Alaska.
In Alaska, and they were gone, but we knew they knew who Eastern was. And as I said, we've just met friends. And as they've scattered and gone to the different areas, and you meet people that know Eastern.
Yeah.
Anywhere you travel, and it's just been wonderful.
And to repeat what I said to Paul, they're just good people, and
They're good
there's
people.
just no other way to say it. Well, I hope all of you who have watched today have enjoyed this as much as I have, chatting with Paul and Eva Vaughn, longtime alumni leaders from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. If you haven't watched any other EKU Then and Now programs, please check us out on the Power of Maroon channel on YouTube, youtube.com. Please join us again next time for our program, EKU Then and Now.